Live from the MC.
Welcome back, ARP, once again. No, so for those that don't know, introduce yourself.
You already sniggity snow gang. I go by the name of Arpmusiq, another rap phenomenon. That's the original meaning to it. And I'm the Uptown GOAT. Ain't nothing else to say.
The Uptown GOAT with fucking a massive repertoire of fucking songs.
Yeah. Shit, if you only knew, I dare yo, take a wild guess of how many songs I got in my catalog. Just take a wild guess, a wild number.
Well, I have like just like off videos and stuff like that. I have like
lifetime,
a random 20 here.
Just all right. Lifetime, I say roughly around 300-400 songs.
Damn, how long have you been rapping for?
For a while. So, you know, shit, for a while, since like my mid-teens, but I didn't take it serious till like 11 years ago. 11, 12 years ago is when I really started taking it serious. And when I really started taking it serious was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
You know, it was a lot of inconsistent years. And, you know, now I'm in my pocket and I ain't leaving that shit.
So when you drop Le Llegate,
right?
What was that the 5 years ago?
Yeah, pretty much. From there on, you know, there was a little bit of inconsistency, you know, due to life reasons. You know, I had my kid. You know, a couple things, you know, couple things happened, but like now, no matter what happens, like nothing is getting on my way.
I see you started your YouTube in 2011.
Right.
Talk to me about the Jason mask.
Shit.
Jason mask is your first.
Yo, shout out to my nigga Paps Smoke CEO. You know, he's in that video, aka El Puré. You know, man. Free my nigga Killer. Fuck that snitch ass nigga Hollywood that's in that video. And, you know, shout out to everybody else in that video. So,
yeah, ARP, you've been out here for a minute. This shit was 2011.
That's
you out
fact.
here making songs with fucking Jason Mass.
That's a fact, my nigga. So, all right, as you know, I don't know if I explained this to you before in the last show. I love topics. I love topics. So when I was in school, I was a great essay writer to the point where motherfuckers used to pay me to write their essays. Like that's how good I was at writing essays. So I feel like that's where that comes from. Like, you know, I love executing topics. So, you know, what I was in reference to was, of course, like, you know, niggas getting stuck up. That shit had nothing to do with Halloween.
To have as a songwriter.
Thank you. I mean, you know, my favorite rappers that I looked up to was storytelling with topics. So, you know, the Nas's, the Jada's, the Biggies, you know what I mean? Like the Raekwons, the GOAT, like all of them, they was storytelling. That's what they used to do. So, you know, I feel like I'm cut from that cloth. Like, you know, I'm part of that cloth that you can't get at the tailor no more.
Would you say that part of like rapping is lost?
It's not completely lost because, you know, you got Griselda, you got, you know, niggas like J. Cole. Like, you know, you have a lot of people still keeping the culture alive. And what I would say in this era, like, we're in a diverse era. Like, I feel like everybody has a lane now. There's no more, the major labels ain't involved like that. So they don't have control. The artists have full control. So you control your lane now. So, you know, you literally could build your own community and run off that.
And that's what a lot of artists is doing. A lot of independent artists.
Correct, man. Shout out to the independent movement.
Yo, so talk to me about 2011. How did that come about?
Shit, so 2011 was when I first became Arpmusiq. So, you know, before that, prior to that, my name was P Nizzle. That's my street name.
P Nizzle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Which derived from P Nice. So, you know, shout out to my nigga Will, aka Money Over Sleep. He just started, like, you know, on that Snoop Dogg shit, like, from Shizzle, my Nizzle, P Nizzle. And that's how that shit came about. And then that shit spread, and then my Harlem niggas started calling me Nizzle. And then, you know, in 2011, that's when I found my pocket. Like, when I found my creativity pocket, like, when I was in the peak of, like, just nonstop creativity. So at that time, I was doing mixtapes with my bro, Jay On. Shout out to Jay On's, Bobby Trends. You know, I was on them Bullets and Gunsmoke mixtapes. So at that time, I was like, yo, let me come up with a mixtape alias. You know what? I like the AR-15, the gun. So at that time, I thought I was spitting like that gun. Yeah. Like the AR, like that assault rifle. Like, you know, it was just automatic. So, you know, I was like, you know what? I got to make it mean something. So the original meaning to ARP was always rhyming precisely. So then my first engineer, Jay Papers, was like, nah, it's another rap phenomenon. I was like, ooh, I like that. And you know, my cousin, that's Shotty, which, you know, he's the one that does my videos and shit. He's one of my main mentors. I was telling him, prior to telling Jay Papers and all that, I was telling him about that mixtape Alias, and he convinced me to change my name to ARP.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. And it's been, you know, it's been like that ever since.
Since 2011.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's right.
Melting pot.
Melting pot. And 2011 was also when I actually dropped my first mixtape, Back to the Future. Now, back to Melting Pot. Melting Pot, shit, that's one of my favorite freestyles ever.
Yeah?
That's one of my favorite freestyles.
Was that 2011
ever.
too?
Oh, that was 2012, I think.
2012, that was the next year.
Yeah, that was like in between. It might have been. So what was it? Nah, that was 2012, I think. Yeah, I think that was 2012 because that's when I started working out. At that time, that's when I started working out. I started jogging my little 3-4 miles a day. So eventually I got to 5, doing mad pull-ups. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I was on it.
You mentioned freestyles. I really like Cold World.
Wow. Yo, so you really went digging.
No, claro. Don't forget, there's stuff behind the music. If
I
you haven't
spit
seen
bass
the
like
behind the
what
music,
Richard Pryor smoked when the blew in his face. You don't want to see the ooze of the 8. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite lines for myself.
this is one of my favorite lines.
Nah, thank you.
You got a lot of punchlines.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm from that era. I'm from the era where you had to be nice. If you was a New York MC, you had to be nice. There was like no ifs, ands, or buts. You had to be nice. Yo, the camera's on, right? I just want to make sure the camera's on.
Nah,
so,
yeah,
you know,
it's on.
so I can make sure I'm looking at the camera. My eyes ain't all over the place like a cuckoo clock. You feel me?
Nah, but I thought, fucking, all right. I have something else here. Wallace with dollars.
Wow. Yo, shout out to SMF.
Is that a merengue?
Yes, that's I sampled the Tu no quieres, busca tu fondo, porque tiene fama tiguerón. That's shit from Omega. Shout out
That
to
shit
my
sounds
nigga.
like a merengue drill to a certain extent.
Well, it was a trap, but yeah, I guess it,
merengue
yeah.
trap.
No.
I'm like, yeah, let them think they got time.
But the crazy shit is I was doing drill music in 2014.
That's what I'm saying. Like the creativity behind this shit.
Yeah, I was doing drill music, like Chicago, like, you know, like when niggas was not doing that shit. I feel like I was like, in my head, I feel like I was the first Latin trap rapper, but there was niggas doing it before me. But I was definitely one of the first niggas touching that shit. But nobody wanted to touch it.
You was like, fuck, let me find my pocket right here.
Yeah, man. The thing is, I like to do shit like that. I like to be different. Like, I still give the people familiarity. Like, you know, I give them what they want with a touch of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm different,
yeah, that makes sense.
but not different to the point where it's not familiar.
Loud Pack.
Loud Pack City. Wow, yo, rest in peace. Oh my God. Loud Pack City. Yo, first and foremost, rest in peace. My brother from another mother, Famous Flows, which was, because, you know, I had thrown a snippet of that, and then it was that freestyle that I did with him. He just passed away on Christmas Eve, man, you know. Shout out to him and his family. But yeah, rest in peace, my nigga Troubles. But yeah, Loud Pack City, I'm a hell of a guy. Smoke hella, yo, yeah, look, I'm a hell of a guy. See the red in my eye. Smoke hella live. Fly, pelican, fly. Niggas calling me Doc. Where's Marty McFly? No time machine. I'm ahead of you guys. Yo, I'm surprised I actually remember that shit, bro.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. Because it's so much shit. Like, you know, niggas is potheads, bro. So, you know, it might be one little thing here and there that niggas forget, but, you know, it's muscle memory.
You remember all your songs? Of course,
Pretty
like 300-400
like
songs.
pretty much like. And if I don't remember all of them, I remember most of them by like those key parts.
Yeah,
you feel me? But yeah, but when it comes to performance time, and I gotta bring back a classic, of course. I just listened to it 1 or 2 times and blah.
How would that work? Like, do they ask you to perform specific songs?
I choose what I perform.
Or you choose?
But I haven't performed one of my old joints in a long time. Maybe I should do that.
Claro, that cold world freestyle, this shit's hard.
Nah, thank you, man.
Hard.
Thank you. That's just KO word, bro. Like I went in on that shit. I went in on that shit, and I feel like I was talking to my future self too. Like, you know, I hear a lot of my shit from the past, and I feel like I was time traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your flow from back then is very fucking, I would say it's very similar to now. Like, I feel like you have a pocket. Like,
right.
When you get in that pocket, it's over.
Yo, thank you, man. It's just, you know, it's shit. I'm aware of the competition I have out there. So, you know, I got to keep in mind, I'm a rapper. I'm competing with the Drakes. I'm competing with the Meek Mills, with, you know, little babies and
I
shit.
can see you in a feature with like Griselda, Fab, Jada Kiss.
Yo, shout out to Fab, my nigga. Ese tigre tiene un tigueraje de pinga. No puedo negar que es dominicano, de verdad, loco.
Oh.
Oh, we know Fab out here in Dyckman.
That's a fact. That's a fitting.
Well, the younger Fab.
Yo, you know what? Yo, let's have a toast right quick, man. To the new year. You know, bringing it in with new positivity, you know. Shout out to my Uptown Haze company, cannabis company.
Yeah, shout out your company, bro.
So, you know what I'm Uptown Haze official on Instagram. Haze. So basically I'm using marijuana as my merch and as a form of bringing awareness to my artistry. So if you take a look at the Mylar bag, that cartoon is me when I had the chipped tooth, you know, a couple months ago. I had re-chipped my childhood tooth.
Yo, what's that bar? We got the merch like block work.
Oh shit!
What's that bar?
Yo, what I said, you in danger. Be on point and don't be serving strangers. Boy Meets World on the block. I was serving Topanga. Yo, damn. So basically, what that was a commercial to an event that me and my label had. What was it? May 11th, May 12th.
What's the name of your label?
New World Sound.
Yo, shout out to New World.
Shout out to New World. Shout out to New World. Yeah. Yo, by the way, yo, that drop is fire.
Yeah, shout out to Big Time Spriz.
They
got Small Time Spriz guarding the merch over here.
Yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yo, what, that's a German Rottweiler, right?
Claro.
One of my favorite dogs.
The Snoop Dogg dog.
Yeah, that and the Doberman Pinscher, both of them, yeah.
Claro.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Harlem Shake.
Wow. Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake.
Yo, I like these questions, by the way, bro.
Claro. If you haven't tuned in, the Behind the Music is your catalog. Like, we're going through your catalog.
Yo, y'all future, all y'all podcasts out there, y'all better be fucking taking notes, you heard? Dyckman podcast for the win. But yeah, so Harlem Shake. You know, I saw everybody doing that little dance, which wasn't the Harlem Shake.
Shit was
trending. It was trending, so I was like, yo, you know what? That beat is fire.
Let's get on that.
Let me be the only nigga rhyming on that shit, and I did that, and that shit went viral. And you know, that shit got me rocking, and it got me into places, got me into a couple clubs here and there. So you know, that's how. Actually, after I did that was when I met, you know, D. New World. You know, shout out to her. I'm signed to her label, and you know, the rest is history. The rest is history, man. It's just
who's that?
The God.
The God?
The GOAT.
The GOAT?
Yo, and if you're a fan of like house music and hip hop, real New York hip hop, please go listen to D. New World. Break this project out on all major platforms.
Tu supiste.
Yeah.
Look at hard dick and chicle.
Yeah,
yo,
man.
Puff.
Yo, shout out to my nigga Shacey Slime Raised. It was in a video that was in the time that I was just drinking Mad Blue Label. I thought I was the shit. Like, seriously, it's what I about cualquier vaina.
Just Mad Blue Label.
Mad Blue Label, my nigga. You know what I mean? So, Puff, it was a fun record, man. It was a fun record about smoking weed, and you know, originally I was supposed to get some chicks for that video, but they flaked. So, you know, I just ended up doing that shit with my niggas at that time. And at that time, you know, that's when I was like kind of chubby. I was still a little bit brolic, pero ya estaba engordando otra vez.
Estaba medio fuerte.
Sí, pero estaba engordando otra vez. Ya tú sabes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I mean? Esa fritura como estaba comiendo en esos días.
Dios, bebiendo todo ese Blue Label, nigga.
Oh, that brown liquor do to you.
We got it. And who's the guy dancing?
Yo, Jada,
We
you
got it.
listening?
Who's that guy dancing?
Yo, that first of all, that's my baby twin. That's my sad twin, David Twice Light. You know what I mean? So that's damn near my favorite. Shout out to him. Shout out to the new Canines. His clique. You know what I mean? Nah, he's on a whole nother level now. He's on a whole nother. He's on a whole. That's like
what is he up to now?
A lot. So like he just finished performing at a show called Cannabis at La Mama Theater. That show was a dope ass show. So they trying to bring that show back in Vegas. Once they do that, I'm flying out there to go see him. And he's involved with a lot of shit. He teaches. He's one of the best East Coast crumpers.
Crumpers?
Yes, he crumps. Yeah.
Oh, the dance. I remember.
Yeah. So that let me tell you a little story about him. I don't know if you read in the biography. I told you that I used to promote Webster Hall House Party, 1992 The Party, every Thursdays with Ashley Cola. So they used to come to my VIP and shit. I used to have in my VIP a whole bunch of bottles. So this nigga could do anything. He could dance any fucking dance style. So they played the Bust Around record, the You Really Want to Party with So niggas start shaking to that once they hear that shit. Niggas, if you from New York, your shit is so niggas is trying to like battle him, like trying to get cute and shit. And this nigga's like not even entertaining him. Until one nigga did some crazy shit. This nigga got out his element, started shaking, did some shit where like he pulled out a gun and shot everybody. My nigga, when I tell you everybody in Webster Hall went crazy. Like, it got quiet for 10 seconds, bro. This nigga killed the whole Webster Hall for 10 seconds, man. Kid the Wiz was there too. He didn't want to come out. He didn't want to come on that VIP. Nigga wasn't ready to fuck with my nigga. Kid the Wiz ain't want to smoke? So nigga, hell, Kid the Wiz wasn't on the track.
Damn, Kid the Wiz been fucking dancing.
Nah. Yo, shout out to him, though. Shout out to him, my nigga. Arguably the best light feet dancer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a couple niggas in that argument, but him is between him, Kid Pat, E Solo. You know what I mean? Those I feel like the top 3 light feeders.
I know Kid the Wiz. Talk about going places, flipping a hat.
Nah, he's a king of that shit. The hat tricks, his hat trick game is unmatched. It's unmatched.
I mean, everywhere, just flipping the shit out that hat.
Like he'll even flip the hat on you and shit. And it's like even if you don't catch it, you still catch it. It's crazy, right?
Shout outs to him, man.
Yeah, shout outs to him,
man. Thriller.
Ooh.
That beat is fire, by the way.
Yo, shout out to Piff, man. My nigga Piff, man, produced that one right there. You know what I mean?
Yo, you work with mad producers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't YouTube beats. I don't do YouTube beats, bro. I'm one of those rappers. Like niggas will tell you when they go in the studio with me, I'm like, nigga, I got a production team. Like I'm coming with original beats with the stems. Because I own the masters to them. You feel me? That's how you gotta do it, man. Like, I don't shout out to the rappers that's, killing them YouTube beats, but I'm not, I refuse. I don't want niggas on my beats. You feel me?
Yeah. So you usually just buy your beats
from
producers.
Right. I buy all of them. So yeah, Thriller was basically a Jason Mass Part 2.
Yeah.
On steroids.
On steroids.
You feel me?
So we're gonna bring this shit back.
Let's bring it back. Why not? Especially with the project that I'm working on right now, because everybody, due to the fact that everybody sees this fun ARP now that's doing them bowls and pop records, that I'm not that nigga that I'm not the Dominican Jada Kids nigga. I'm like not that Uptown Locks nigga no more. So with this project that I'm working on with my cousin and my nephew, that shot it, Jedi Knight. So we're doing this collaborative project, which is called White Gold. Obviously, I'm talking. What I mean by that is cocaine, because in the hood that's white gold. So
This is just in case you didn't know.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Just to keep you informed.
Yeah.
So that is a 5-record EP, really 6, but I merged 2 songs in one. I wanted to do something different, so it's a 5-track EP, which consists of 5 tracks that are color-based, color-themed. Since I named the project White Gold, I also have Pink Whip, Yellow Top, Purple Haze, Manhattan Brown, and White Gold.
ARP got some Netflix picking going
on. Oh, no, by the way, which I don't know, I'm going to give y'all a little sneak peek. I'm going to give y'all a spoiler. It's going to be a movie.
Okay.
You ever seen Jay-Z Streets is Watching?
Nah.
So whenever you get a chance, you know, you go watch that. So basically, it's like the same shit that we did. You get to see the mini film that me and my label did in Vegas. Break This Project.
That's just not on your page?
No, it's on my website, dude.
Oh, on the website.
It's on my
I haven't
website.
checked out the website.
Yeah. So, you know, if you signed in on your YouTube, because for whatever reason, they have like an age thing that you have to sign in. I guess because I was smoking a cigar. Like, I guess, I don't know if I violated a certain guideline, but yeah. You have to be 18 and up to watch that movie.
You guys probably doing explicit shit, or no?
I mean,
probably the language.
There's people fucking showing guns in their videos.
Oh yeah, I mean, there you go. That's why you have to be 18.
You know, they ain't making them sign in for that. There's a lot of niggas getting away with shit like that, but it is what it is. But
That's why you gotta be 18.
I think they have like tobacco guidelines or some shit.
Okay.
Yo, by the way, this Brugal is good. I don't even drink. I'm
drinking
today.
Bro. Fucking Dominican.
Oh, que somos dominicanos, de pura cepa, te va a hacer.
I'm like, nigga, I got some Brugal for you right here.
Feel me?
Dime.
And I'm from Puerto Plata, so you know that's my home, you know what I mean?
Yo, shout out Puerto Plata, man. And Series
up,
56 always, man.
Yup, Pop City, my nigga. And the crazy shit is that my crib in DR is a block away from the Brugal company.
Nigga said we lit over
like,
here.
I've actually been inside, my nigga.
We got the Brugal fresh.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. My cousin worked there. My cousin's a manager there, so you know, if we ever in Puerto Plata, you want to go inside and take a look, like the process of the bottles, you know, I'll tell you, you know.
I'm about to pull up in April, like, yo, we going to the fucking Brugal factory.
Nigga, you pull up in April's lit, nigga, we lit.
Nigga, no fuimos.
No fuimos, loco. Con Dios. Con Dios y la Virgen.
Talking about DR, and like, since we just passed Christmas time, La Huma, is that like a Christmas
Traigo
song?
La Huma. Yeah, so basically that was one of my first attempts at Latin trap as well.
Yo, that was another gold mine right there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling
Shout out to Gato MC,
like,
you know what I mean? Yes, LB Smooth.
It's like the whole shit they're doing with the trap now, that they'll just take the sample and put it in the fucking.
I was doing that shit
drums.
back then. Pa que te claro.
It's the same shit.
I was doing that shit back then, and you know, I'm known for that.
Take the sample and drop the drums.
Exactly. You feel me?
Like ARP was before his time, bro.
That's a fact. That's why my first mixtape was called Back to the Future.
Because La Huma was fucking long as fuck ago, right?
Yeah, that shit was 2013, my nigga.
Oh,
that shit was damn near 10 years ago, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
10 years ago, my boy.
You know what I mean? Damn near. You know, this December coming up, it's going to be 10 years.
Yo, shout out to La Huma. Who was your man? It was another guy on the track on that.
Yeah,
one,
Gato
right?
MC. Shout out to Gato
him
MC.
too.
Shout out to LB Smooth, which was the one that produced that beat, which now goes by Alfonso Blue Films.
Diablo, shout outs to him. Con un nombre así, my nigga, I'm sure that
Suena caro ese nombre, ¿verdad?
Going places, nigga. Tigre cuando lo pasan a
You
buscar
trust them off of that name. I've also told them, I was like, yo, you should come up with a cologne or something with that. Alfonso Blue.
Nigga, that nigga should run for governor with that fucking name. Oye?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Yo, Le Llegaste. You mentioned earlier that that's when you really started, like, basically another level. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely.
That's when you turned that up
Absolutely.
another level, right?
Absolutely. That was another level up because that's when I got with my go-to engineer, Rusty Mack, which is my ace. That's my dynamic duo, bro. You know, he moved to Cali. So, you know, we're not working as frequently, but I'm about to take a Cali trip to bring that back because that's my nigga.
I always hear that with a lot of artists. They always recommend for you to like have a consistent sound with one particular engineer.
Exactly. Like you see how Drake has 40, he's my 40.
He's your 40.
Exactly. He understands me. Like, you know what I mean? He knows me. Like, he's a fucking beast producer. This motherfucker plays every instrument like Prince.
Bro, people don't understand how viral that is. Not only the instruments, but like just the whole mixing of the voices.
Cama larga, la única cama que produce, que lo que. That's my producer from DR.
Shout out to Cama Larga.
He's the one that did Headshot.
Oh, yo, shout outs to him. Yeah, Headshot's definitely a hit out here.
Yeah, man. That's too sour.
Shout outs to the Menace too.
Shout outs to the Menace, man. Yo, he got that new diss track. Yo, you heard his new diss track? You heard his new diss track?
I know they shot it right here in Republica.
Bro.
I was like, diablo, los tigres están aquí.
Bro.
On Dyckman and Sherman.
I'm going to tell y'all one thing. El Norte, this movement, not fuck with the menace. That nigga ain't playing with y'all niggas.
Yo, the
That
menace
shark is
everywhere
hungry.
too.
Bro.
The menace is everywhere. He's
Yeah, he be
recording
outside.
with everybody.
He be outside.
Every podcast. I'm
And
like,
he's
y'all
loved
don't
by
think-
everybody. So you feel me?
That's the thing that I don't find him, but that's what's up, bro.
Not too sour.
Like every other day, I'm like, diablo, ve otro video, another feature. I'm like, coño, that's what's up, man. Niggas put in that work.
Ah, nigga, that's the era we're in. You have to be constantly putting out content and material. Si no te va a quedar atrás.
Claro, y tú no quieres estar atrás del último cuando se llame juidero.
No.
Bueno, I surely hope that you and myself are in the race when the time comes.
Nah. We black, so we don't crack, so we good. Look, I'm 38 years old, nigga. I'm still looking like a motherfucking teenager, nigga. Now, like a teenager, but you know, I still get ID from time to time.
Yo, talking about the hood, El Puré.
Shout out to Paps once again, which was in the Jason Man's video with the glasses.
Yeah.
That's the CEO of El Puré.
They from Dyckman?
Yeah, from
okay,
there.
claro.
That video was shot in there.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, they from Dyckman. So, you know, I told you, Dyckman is my second home. I graduated from PS5, class of 96. Ya tú sabes que lo que es.
You said Dyckman, you said, yeah, I got it. I got it from the
Oh, because the thing is, I actually, my 5th grade year, half of the year, I just lived with my aunt. I told my mom, let me just stay here. My mother's a twin.
Yeah.
So I used to stay with my mom's twin, 118 Post Avenue. ¿Entiendes? So half of the year, I was just telling my mom, yo, let me just stay here and just come get me on the weekends or just come check up on me. So I could just walk to school, and I did exactly that.
So you always been down here?
Absolutely. Well, up here.
You from Post.
Exactly. Ya tú sabes, yo, shout out to the original Post family. Ya tú sabes, lo que rest in peace, Dane.
I mean down because of the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
because if you really think about it, Snake Hill and the fucking Broadway, that's what.
Oh,
really
yeah. You know what? You're actually right in that sense, because because the highest point of Manhattan is like up there. At the end.
Oh, about 190 up the.
Yeah,
up Snake
190.
Hill. Goat.
Uptown Goat.
Uptown Goat.
Shout out to Rusty
That was
Mac.
like 7 months ago.
No, that was 7 months ago, but that record is from 2013, 2014. I'm just releasing
It just had a.
y'all have a whole bunch of shit that's unreleased from that time that sounds brand spanking new. That's a shit, yo. When you constantly creating, when you in that pocket, you create timeless music.
It's your style too, because you're doing a lot of punchlines.
Right.
So the shit slaps, bro. Like,
Look, I was saying Tatiana way before Blueface, my nigga. Back in 2013, 2014, I was saying Tatiana.
Normal.
Normalitos.
Back to the Future.
Oh, pero ven acá. The Black Marty McFly, my nigga.
Your boy Marty McFly. Doc, we gotta go. We gotta get back
That's
to
my.
the future,
By the
man.
way, that's my favorite movie, part 2.
Yo, that movie is
That's
hard.
my favorite movie of all time.
That movie's hard. That's crazy that Back to the Future was like part 1, part 2, part 3. But that's how that was the format for those movies back in the day.
Absolutely.
Especially for like Karate Kid too. That was
Karate
also
Kid.
part 1, part 2, part 3.
Karate Kid, my nigga. Yo, let me tell you something about Karate Kid, though. You remember the move that the nigga did? Dog, I saw some nigga do that shit in DR, bro. And I heard he so loco, por la plata, loco, one of them clubs. Yo, this nigga
In a real fight?
No,
Just
my nigga.
doing it?
This nigga went like this, and then started dancing merengue. Yo, my nigga, we fucking lost it, bro.
Bro,
I'm like, yo, my nigga, this nigga did what was that nigga's name? Danny Caruso, whatever. Bro.
Yeah, oh, Danny Caruso.
Nigga, this nigga hit him with the Caruso, my nigga. I was like, nah, bro. It was a white boy too, my nigga. Yo, nigga, ain't nothing funnier than drunk white people, bro. Real shit, man. So gringos se sacatan allá, oíste.
New World Day.
New World Day.
I believe that's the name of the track.
Hold on, New World Day. Oh, that was the commercial.
It was like a rollout because
It was a commercial.
Like
it was a commercial. Right? Yes, it was a commercial to a viewing that we had to that movie, Break This Project. You know, which I'm a part of that movie. Like
yeah.
I literally have a character. The name of the character is El Guala. Yo, shout out to 7 Block. Ya tú sabes que lo que my nigga Titón. But yeah, back to who was talking about. But yeah, the name of the movie is Break This Project, which consists of D Dot's New World album.
Yeah.
But since I'm signed to her label and I'm the only artist on her label, she felt like it was right to introduce me, like as like an introduction of the label in the movie. So we just getting people familiar with New World.
No, that's exactly what's up. Shout outs to her once again.
Yeah, shout out to D. New World, man. She's just getting the people familiar with the New World community, New World sound.
I see you rapping hard as fuck too.
Absolutely. Look, I got her clothes on and all that, man. This is her clothes right here. Il New. Tu sabes.
Lámpara.
Ay, mi madre. Yo, shout out to my nigga Drooms, which produced that record. Multi-platinum producer coming out of DR. You know what I mean? Shout out to D. New World. She on the live right now.
Yo, we got 1,000 shout outs on this episode.
Yo, I know you can edit some of those.
Just a whole bunch of shout outs.
Yo, my boys be making fun of me for that shit all the time, bro.
Nah, but that's what's up because you work with so many people. Why not give them their flowers,
Exactly. I'm just like that. I like to give people these flowers even if I don't get mine, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, man, my brother Drooms produced that record. I would like to say I started the drill movement in DR. Not the Dominican. There was already Dominicans doing drill here. We did that record in 2019 for my birthday. So I went to DR for my birthday, 2019, December 6th. And at that time, that's when Pop Smoke was trending.
Yeah.
So, that shit was still that shit was still buzzing here. Like, it wasn't solidified yet, but it was buzzing, that drill movement. You feel me? So, I had told this nigga Drooms, yo, vamos a hacer un drill. And the nigga was like, yo, ¿qué es lo que es drill? And I was like, espérate, que te voy a enseñar una vaina. Ponte Pop Smoke, welcome to the party. That nigga just fell in love, bro. And there was a whole bunch of niggas there. There was a whole bunch of niggas, yo, ¿quién es ese chamaquito? Ese tigre está duro. And the next thing, the rest is history. Yo, my own boys on Puerto Plata, I was like, Piel, tú estás loco. ¿Qué es lo que esa vaina, drill? Hazte un dembow. Like, no te preocupes. Que como en 2 o 3 años, ustedes van a estar viendo en este movimiento. And that's exactly how it happened. 2 years later, now niggas is tired of doing drill.
Who's the number one drill artist? Like for in Spanish, I would say.
Shit, but you gotta be specific. Like here in New York, coming out
like
of New York.
As far as like your
my favorites, Nelly Nails Official, Real the Menace, Moreno ITF. You feel me? There's a couple more. My nigga Iron Lyrical. You don't lyrical. That nigga different, bro.
Yeah.
You got Ajali Baba. That nigga came with a whole brand new. I feel there's a whole niggas copying his style because he runs with that dark devilish shit, but he's nice at it, bro. And he was the first nigga, in my knowledge, doing rock drill. Nobody was doing that shit before him.
Is it strictly drill? Is he he just keeps in that genre?
Yeah, but okay, he got his own pocket. He got his own style.
Yeah.
It's not that gra boom shit. Like this nigga actually has substance, bro. Shout out to them niggas too. Cause I like all that shit. It's art at the end of the day. So like his shit got substance, man. So
Do you consider yourself a drill artist?
No, but I do drill. I've done drill. I don't even consider myself a rapper anymore. I'm an artist that can rap. And the reason why I say that is because I can rap over anything. One day you might hear me rap over a drill. One day you might hear me rap over a boom bap. Another day I'm rapping over a house record because I'm a big fan of house music. That's one of my go-to genres to listen to. That's my gospel.
Yeah, for real?
Absolutely.
I never guessed.
House music, dancehall, and old school salsa. Like the Fania All-Star shit. I go through that whole catalog like water.
Nice.
That's a fact. If you pay attention to what they was talking about, they was rapping. Like Hector Lavoe and them, they was rapping. Jolito Alimán. Like, yo, bro, that's like one of them biggie shits, bro. That's what they was doing back then.
It was just to another rhythm.
Exactly. Shout out to Jamaicans too. They was doing that too.
They were giving you them bars,
Absolutely.
Just in salsa.
Yo, this Brugal is good.
Claro, bro.
This is the only drink I'm gonna have because the nigga dropped. Feel me?
Yo, how did Headshot come about?
So Headshot, the record Headshot, once again, this is gonna be one of my last shout outs because I don't want to drain y'all niggas with shout outs. Shout out my brother, Original Me, and the people at One World Studio. So We was at One World Studios in the Musiq building, 38th Street and 8th Avenue, and it was in this fly ass studio. Like, yo, the studio so fly. That shit. You ever been to the Cabañas in DR?
Claro.
Tú sabes de la ejecutiva, ¿verdad?
Oh,
So you know the ejecutivas got like those nice little marble tiles and shit. So that studio's like that. And they had like, that shit just like, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
So Cama Larga has sent me like a little beat pack of them bow beats. So now I hear this shit. There was no chicks, by the way, but it just felt like it just gave me that vibe.
Yeah.
And I was with my nigga Harlem Kid. You know what I mean? And that shit just started. I just freestyled that shit. Headshot. Got your baby moms in the headlock. Hit her with a face.
Hey.
Headshot.
Hey.
Got your baby moms in the headlock. So you see the first part, tu me da, no, I had actually said some other shit. And then I listened to it. I was like, nah, this ain't it. So then I went with, tu me da, no, da, tu si da, linda, baby girl, tu si da, linda.
Hey.
So I put her face down in the bed in the G spot. Yeah, I gotta get her in the G spot.
Hey.
So I hit her with a face.
Hey.
Headshot. Got your baby moms in the headlock. Hit her with a face.
Hey.
Headshot. Got your baby moms in the headlock. Hit her with a face. Yo, you know? That shit just happened. So originally, that song was me by myself. I had 2 verses to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, the first time me and the Menace got cool, he was like, yo, send me a whole bunch of records because I like the shit you fuck with. It's like, yo, my fault. I'm imitating niggas on shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had sent him like 5 them bows. And at first, he wanted to get on a record I got called Nueva York, Valbuena.
Yeah.
And then I sent him, I was like, nah, listen to this. I sent him a headshot. He was like, yo, it's a loco. Yo, let me get on that shit. And I didn't hesitate. I was like, absolutely. Get on it. And, you know, I let him have my first verse. What was originally my first verse. I let him have that little spit, that verse. And then he said my second verse was so fire to please. Now, I was ready to do a new verse. And he was like, yo, you bugging. Tá loco. Yo, that second verse is fire, man. Come on, nigga. Tu tá loco. Like, what the fuck, nigga? That shit go perfect. And I trusted his judgment. And the rest is history. We're here, you know. Shout out to him. Shout out to Picanter. Thank you for the shit. Thank you for the shit y'all did for me, man. Thank you for believing in this nigga and jumping on this record. 6 9 block. You already know how we do.
Yeah, that's a funny ass impression of the Menace.
Oh, porque tú sabes que, you know, I got a deep voice, but you know his shit is kind of raspy, my nigga.
Claro.
Picanter. I did it wrong. I did it a little bit wrong,
I was
but
just like it right now.
the Menace. Ya tú sabes. Oh, tú sabes, yo primo comediante, my nigga. I grew up with Tommy 5000, so, you know what I mean?
Yo, the El Tiny Tim collaboration.
Tiny Tim, yes.
Tiny Tim.
Yeah. Tiny Tim collaboration. So the first collaboration we did was actually back in, what was it, 2016, 2017 that I had rhymed over the Nas beat, Star Wars. So then he called me again to do it, and he chose that beat. I shot you, so you know I did what the fuck I had to do. And I got a couple of freestyles like that dropping. Like you're gonna get, like niggas is gonna get the old AR. Like this is what y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted that old bar spitting nigga. That block nigga, y'all got him. Y'all got him in abundance, so you know, don't complain. Don't tell me to chill later. I don't want to hear no, yo, chill AR. Slow down, nigga. Going too hard.
Yeah, ARP, now that we got through the formality part of the behind the music,
right,
which is pretty much just, you know, just highlighting your catalog,
right,
to say the least.
Right.
Now, let's get into the now of ARP. You already mentioned it before, but I want to get a little bit more into it as far as like you talked about the yellow cap.
Yellow top, yo.
Yellow
shout out to Titon
The yellow
Roosevelt.
top.
So.
We played it earlier. That, bro, slapping.
Yo, thank you. That's part of the White Gold Project.
The White Gold Project, that's something I'm definitely going to listen to because I feel that...
And it's going to be free.
After hearing all your music, well, not all your music, obviously, but after hearing like a lot of your catalog, I feel that personally, that's like your best pocket. That boom bot.
No, that is.
That shit slaps, bro. I feel like I'm listening.
Nigga, that's my original pocket. So you're right.
Like I'm listening to like Jada Kiss in a G Ride, and we about to like do some shit with some ski masks.
Y'all don't be listening to that Black Ops too much, you heard?
Yeah, I'm
and next thing you know, you go get a pair of Black Ops, my nigga gonna be doing some crazy shit, bro.
Yo, pair of black ups, get the Thule, get the fucking G right, out of state plates.
Yeah.
Yo. Who produced this? This
Jedi
EP
Knight Sound.
He produced the entire EP.
The entire EP, executively produced by Dot Shotter, his father.
Damn. Okay.
So it was a family project.
How long did it take you to record it?
The song that gave me the most challenge was Black Ups, because just I wanted it to come out perfect. Because I come from that storytelling pocket, but everything else was easy. But I'd say we started this project. The shit is, we didn't even know we started this project. We was just doing tracks, and he came up, you know, he's right now working with different artists, doing mixtapes with them. You know, so they called me to do a mixtape with them, and I just came up with the name. I was like, yo, you know what? The name of this shit is gonna be White Gold. We already got the Pink Whip song, so we just gonna color theme everything. So I came up with a written plan, a little itinerary, and I sent it to them. And we just started going off ever since. So, you know, I want to say we started this shit like probably like last winter, like early spring type shit. And we just finished this project. So right now we getting the mix and master tomorrow. I'm gonna go to Fredo's, you know, Fredo's studio, and get the rest of the project master, mix and master. So right now we just coming up with dates, doing little rollouts, how we going about the release of this project, and yeah, just stay tuned, man. Y'all gonna hear a whole bunch of ARP. For all the times I wasn't dropping shit, I'm gonna drop shit like Wasali hasta en el sancocho. So prepárense. Especialmente que está frío. Ese sancocho sí cae bien con un aguacatico. Ay.
Challenging the side, please.
With the little rice on the side.
Oh.
¿Cuáles son los artistas más vainas de ahora?
Sí, yo, I forgot to mention Bubu también. Ese tigre un durísimo, loco.
Oh yeah, shout outs to him.
That nigga's nice. That nigga is nice, bro.
Yeah, if you had to pick your top 3 out of all the artists that you mentioned, as far as uptown,
I can't, because it's a mood. I can't.
It's a mood?
It depends on the mood I'm in. But I say the ones I listen to the most is The Menace, Moderno ITF, and Nelly Nels.
Have you recorded with all 3 of them?
No, but you know, me and Nelly Nels is cool. So, you know, there's been little talks on me and him recording. It's gonna happen when it happens, but it's gonna happen.
If y'all cool,
he respects me.
Nah.
Yeah. Nah, like he's a real cool, down to earth nigga. You're a real nigga, you know what I mean? It's rare to come around people like that. Because, you know, once these niggas get signed, they start acting like these little industry pussies, you know what I mean?
Oh, he signed?
Yeah, technically, I think he signed to a management deal. I'm not sure. But I know my boy Panda manages him and shit. Shout out to him, too. You feel me? Panda management. He got some hitters with him.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I've heard the name before. I don't know who the guy is.
He also manages Dobo Montana.
Yeah?
Yeah, so, you know.
I've heard Dobo. I've never heard Nelly Nels.
Nelly Nels,
I've never heard a song of his.
Definitely check him out when you get a chance. You're not gonna regret it.
I'm gonna need you to send me a song.
Nah, I got you. I'll send you all this shit. I don't got a problem sharing my brother's shit. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he wins, I win. That's how I move, baby.
I'm not gonna lie, ARP. I've heard a lot of Uptown artists, like Dyckman podcast, you know.
Well, how many Uptown goats have you heard?
Goats?
Let me stop you. That was a little conceited, but fuck that, man.
Goats?
Sad,
I mean, if you want to get into that, for the most part, from the outside looking in, obviously, I'm not an artist personally, but from the outside looking in, it seems that almost, I would say, Dali is like the top of the food chain when it comes to the artists from here, right?
Right.
Would that be fair to say?
No, of course, absolutely.
Because I know Messia was pretty big.
Absolutely, that would be fair to say.
Messia is still pretty big.
But before you give him his flowers, you got to give my cousin his flowers, which was the nigga that drew the Top Dollar logo. So, you know, shout out to Top Dollar Entertainment, which opened the door for all of us, yo.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to J-Dot, shout out to Reynos, Lou Rock. They paved the way. These was the first niggas from Washington Heights performing at Madison Square Garden. Rapping. Coming out in High 97, all that, bro.
Since you're well versed.
Before Lappy.
Since you were well versed in the topic, because I believe that Top Dollar started here in the Heights, right?
Absolutely, my nigga.
Okay.
That's original. I'm basically part of the original movement. I'm part of the original before BB. And shout out to Top Dollar BB. Because he was the one that took that shit to another level. And Lappy came in the picture. So
So Top Dollar was like somebody else?
No, it was Reynolds, Lou Rock, and J Dot.
And J Dot.
You know what I mean? Then a couple of other members came later.
None of those three are BB though.
No, this was before BB. And then eventually they got to link up with BB in Miami, and the rest is history.
So explain to me what happened there, because it sounds to me like there's three people. They meet the plug, you could say.
Exactly.
And it goes to another level.
That's the nigga that was fun, him and Broadway, Yeah, him. That was the nigga. That was the powerhouse.
I remember Broadway. I remember him.
Shout out to the big bro Broadway. Shout out to Bodega the DJ. Bodega the DJ. My favorite motherfucking kinfolk, baby. Which, is a legend. And I tell him all the time, like, nigga, don't forget who you are, bro.
That's crazy. You're telling me a whole nother part of Top Dollar, because like my whole history with them is that they signed at Lappy and they basically opened doors that were never opened before.
Absolutely.
That's the Top Dollar I know.
As
but you're
much
telling
as
me the
Dominicans
Top Dollar
hate Dominican Yorkins, y'all gotta give it to us, bro. Y'all gotta move because of us, bro. As much as y'all niggas hate niggas from the Dominicans from the US, give us our flowers, bro. Because without us, there'll be no Dominican movement. You understand? And at the end of the day, we're all one. Somos todos dominicanos. So let's cut that bullshit and let's unite as one. You feel me?
I feel like Dominicans, as far as like urban, have figured it out for the most part, because like now they're a lot of these artists actually registering and they're monetizing,
right?
As opposed to like Lo Merenguero, Salsero, Omega. I think Omega doesn't own none of his like rights. I don't even think Omega.
I'm not sure.
Like,
I think Akon owns all his shit. If I'm not mistaken.
Akon, you think so?
Nah, yeah. Because remember, he signed to Convict Music.
So I wonder what went wrong in that deal, because
he went to jail.
I mean, yeah, but
then again, I don't know what kind of. Yeah, you stupid.
I mean, niggas go to jail every day, B.
Telling me? Yo, make sure this clip is on IG. This is a clip for IG. Niggas go to jail every day, B. They be alright. Yeah, tough, right?
If anything, in the American...
That's the Brugal talking, you heard?
In the American market, if you go to jail, that actually boosts your fucking sales. So you mean NPR...
Nowadays, it could be a hit or miss. Nah, nigga, with the way shit is now, that's not gonna work because the market is oversaturated. So that shit could actually hurt you nowadays, B. If you get locked up for too long, there's gonna be another nigga that's gonna take over. Niggas is gonna forget about you. Unless you a nigga like Bobby Shmurda.
I mean, Bobby Shmurda, no offense, I still fuck with Hot Boy. That's the track. Like,
now you feel like there hasn't been another Hot Boy ever since he came out.
Like I just ever
since I love Bobby. I'm a fan.
That's just me, like personally, like no offense, obviously. But there's been other artists that they come out and it's pretty much is lit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because even Bobby Shmurda, he hasn't really put out, like a personal track that I personally would say. But he's out here, man.
He looks like
he's
healthy.
Outside.
He's having fun.
Yeah.
He's on some positive shit. Yo, God bless him and the whole Shmurda gang, bro. Real shit, bro. Like,
yo, God bless all my wolves out in BK, man.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. My pops is from Brooklyn, so you already know that's another home for me.
ARP, keep telling. Can you elaborate a little bit more, and then we're just gonna get off it, because like I just found it very interesting that you were telling me like a whole nother aspect of the Top Dollar company as far as the Washington Heights clique is concerned.
Right.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Nah, I could give you a small blueprint. So basically, Top Dollar, the label, originally consisted of J. Reynolds, Lou Rock.
Were they artists?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now it's making more sense.
Absolutely. Like if you used to watch Mass Cyphers, you know.
Now
They
it's making
ran
more
that
sense.
shit.
'Cause
They
I don't
ran
know,
that shit.
I don't know why when you mentioned these names, I just thought it was like manager.
Nah, these was all artists.
Okay.
So
it was
basically,
3
my
artists.
cousin J Dot drew the logo. That Top
Okay.
Dollar logo, he did that shit. He drew it and then they got it vectorized somewhere else. But yeah, he drew that logo. He was the man responsible for that fucking logo. So, at the end of the day, he is Top Dollar. But yeah, they was doing it themselves. And then shout out to my nigga Mark Henny. They had one like on a Miami trip or something.
Yeah.
And Mark Henny was telling them about his cousin, Patron, and then BB, and then, the rest is history. That's when they met BB, Broadway, Patron, and then, they started like funding the whole shit.
That's when
That's when they became worldwide after that.
I guess that's when they go to the DR and they see the DR market.
And don't go by what I'm saying, because I'm just telling you a little speck of the story. There's mad much more to it.
I'm sure there is. I'm just asking because, like, from the outside looking in, it just seemed like they personally opened that DR market.
Right.
Like there wasn't a market prior to that.
Bro, like,
let's
let's talk about it. Like, let me tell you what the magic that BB did. First of all, this nigga got, I don't know if it didn't make it to a mixtape. I'm not sure the first lobby mixtape, but I know this nigga had a song with Rick Ross and Jadakiss, nigga.
Yeah.
Before lobby was famous, my nigga. How he pulled that off? You understand?
Capital.
Like, you understand? It's not everything is not capital. It's relationships, bro. Remember?
Well, a little bit of both.
No, in this world, let me tell y'all niggas something. You know what's more important than money?
People that you know.
Relationships. Because if you don't got money, your relationships could put you in a situation to have money.
To get money.
You understand? So yeah, so like it's the relationships. BB's a very loved individual. You know what I mean? He's a very real, humble nigga. Like he's a rare breed. You know what I mean? People scared of him, but it's like, yo, this nigga's like the best nigga in the world to me, bro. Like, like I look like when I'm with him, I feel like I'm with a big brother and shit. Like I don't like,
I wonder. Let me ask you. I would like to. Why hasn't he done it again?
What happened?
Why hasn't he done it again?
He's like dissatisfied, man, with the whole music movement. Like he doesn't feel the same passion as he once did, but he's still in the mix.
Okay.
Still in the mix, man. Like, that's as far as I can say.
It's probably some fucking back doors and shit like
Nah,
that.
because the thing is, a lot of shit happens, man. Like, you tell me if you
I
want
know.
to, like that, like to make an artist pop, you have to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars, or at least something close to $100,000. If that artist ain't a super artist, like there's a lot of investments that go in. A lot of people could become liabilities, man. You understand? A lot of those investments have backfired. I'm not talking about him in particular, but I'm just generally speaking.
It's like they say, you could have a hit song, but if you don't put marketing behind it, then it won't be a number one.
Let me ask you a question. Is McDonald's without marketing? You see them niggas commercials everywhere. You see them niggas on a bus, on the train, and it's like, yo, a lot of y'all artists get it fucked up. A lot of y'all, I've heard a lot of these artists that's popping. I say shit, yo, I don't pay for promo. You a fucking dickhead. That's why you haven't leveled up, nigga. Because if McDonald's and Burger King pays for promo, and let me tell you something, these niggas pay millions of dollars for promo. That's why they're franchises. Why can't you? Like, stop being fucking cheap and invest in yourself. Stop putting yourself in a box, man.
Yeah, I have spoken with artists that are a little like off. I would say to the sense that, well, it's 1 in a million that you'll drop a song.
No. I do, but I can't because I'm driving.
But yeah, this been.
I like to chew ice. My fault.
Está bien.
Es una mala maña de chamaquito, loco.
But see, there's been artists that I've spoken to that they're just a little bit off. Like, yes, there are artists that 1 in a million, like maybe you would pop off because your shit is that hot. But for the most part, if you're not getting exposure,
yeah, niggas is playing the lottery. That's what they're
shit
doing.
Is just not gonna go.
There's a lotto, like they playing that lotto game, and if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Good luck. There's gonna be a trash ass nigga that's investing in himself, and he gonna pop off, and he gonna take over your shit. because he has the work ethic. You feel me? And this game, talent is not everything. You need is 80% work ethic, 20% talent. So if your work ethic is trash, you're not gonna go nowhere. That's just, you know, that's a general statement.
Do you consider yourself the GOAT?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hell
That's your
fucking
pocket?
yeah.
You're
Yo, bro, you
GOAT?
tell me
So
you tell me how many niggas is
You're better than
I'm better than everybody. I don't give a fuck. Everybody.
Dolly.
My nigga, everybody. No disrespect to him, because he's more than me, but everybody. The reason why I call myself the Uptown GOAT is because of the shit that I do. I do shit that niggas don't do. Who can bounce back and forth in English and Spanish the way I do? Name somebody. I dare you. So it's like, yo, nigga, you want to battle me? What language do you want to battle me?
You ever battled another artist?
Nah.
Nobody
niggas don't want that smoke. Niggas don't want that smoke, bro.
Why don't you give out the smoke?
Nah, because the shit is, I feel like I'll get stuck in that lane. And shout out to the battle rap shit, but it's like, I feel like for you to be a battle rapper, you have to like put all your shit into that. You understand?
When I think of artists, I always thought to myself personally, like, I feel like as an artist, I would go the 50 Cent route. I don't know if you remember what 50 Cent
did. Of course.
That he just fucking dissed
I'm old school, bro.
So he just dissed
I remember the whole shit. I ride punk without a gun, snatch his chain and run. This nigga weigh 400 pounds. How you gonna catch me, son? Yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, this nigga's disrespectful. And this was the 90s. The 90s niggas was real. I come from the no internet era. So if you spoke shit about a nigga, it was on sight. So I still go by them rules. I don't do that internet shit.
Do you think that shit was smart though? Because at the end of the day, I feel like
it obviously worked for him.
He dissed like 30 people, and I think probably like 2 or 3 responded, but that's all he needed.
Yeah, the nigga punk was like, in real life, I'll blow your fucking head off.
Yo, 50.
No, and then, you know, I ain't even gonna lie, Jay-Z kind of lo apagó for a while. I'm all about a dollar. What the fuck is 50 Cent? You ain't heard of 50 Cent after that.
I don't know, bro. I
remember how to rob the industry was in 1998.
That was a bar, and I remember around the same time Nas was like, "What's this fake 50 Cent shit? This is and that." Because 50 was just killing it, man. That Get Rich or Die Trying, that shit
so
is
let me rephrase what I just said. How to Rob the Industry, which was his song that got him popularity. That shit came out in 1998. I was living in Queens at that time with my sister in Corona. When that shit came out, my nigga, after that shit, you know, this nigga said some shit, then Jay said some shit, and lo apagó for 2 years. You ain't hear 50 Cent. Then he ended up getting shot. He had like a little bullshit deal with Columbia Records. He did some cool shit.
Okay.
I'm talking about this was before Dr. Dre.
Before Get Rich.
Exactly. This was way before.
Okay, yeah.
This was way before.
Because after Get Rich, that's right.
Nigga, whenever you had a chance, hear How to Rob the Industry.
Yeah.
If you never heard that song,
I've heard How to Rob.
Yeah, that's it. How to Rob the Industry. How to Rob. That shit came out in 1998, bro. So the niggas that really introduced, when I first heard of 50 Cent was through Onyx. They had him in a video. They pulled them out. Some shit that they had like hockey joke. Yeah, my nigga, I'm old school, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So I had their album Shut It Down, which came out in 1998. And I remember when I first heard 50 before How to Rob, I was like, yo, this nigga nice, bro. Who this? 50 Cent. So, you know, I'm a hip hop junkie. I used to buy the Source magazine and all that shit to see like who was the new rappers, unsigned hype, all that, the 5 mics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I used to find out.
That was the wave.
Exactly. That was our, what you say, like world star hip hop and shit like that back then. That was our source of knowledge to see like, you know, who were the up and coming rappers. You know, before that, it was Ralph McDaniels. You know what I mean? Uncle Ralph Video Music Box. The early 90s and shit. Me, I'm 38 years old, but my brother's 9 years older than me. I wasn't supposed to be born. I'll get to that shit another time, but you know what I mean? I'm an IUD survivor, and my brother was listening to all that old school shit, so I was listening to whatever he was listening to.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, I don't know if I mentioned that shit in my favorite in the last podcast. My Mount Rushmore is LL Cool J, Rakim, Nas, Jadakiss. That's my top 4.
I could see that in your rapping style.
Thank you. Shit, I take that as a heavy ass compliment. Shit. Especially when you hear Headshot when you hear records like that, that's my LL Cool J, my nigga, El Freco.
Yeah, I
For
was
the
gonna
ladies,
say that.
bro.
That's like a different
So
pocket for you,
Peter,
Headshot.
LL Cool J.
But that shit worked for you on that record.
Absolutely. That LL Cool J was my first favorite rapper. For those of y'all that don't know.
That shit definitely worked for you. That's a hit. I feel like that's a hit record that you guys should be fucking all over.
Oh, no. We still pushing it. We still not. We are.
Yo, Alice Sensation, stop fucking playing. Hit up.
Stop saying DJ Lobo, all of that, man. I need context.
Alice Sensation shit.
Yo, I love that drop, by the way.
I can meterlo ahí, claro, bro, because we're in Manhattan, so like I don't see why not. But then again, I can say su diligencia también, maybe.
That's su deli.
You know, or the Adoni or some shit. There's mad.
Adoni.
Bro, because my whole thing is like, and you tell me if this makes sense. So for the most part, all the artists that you mentioned are pretty much uptown artists.
Right.
Why when fucking...
The Manhattan movement.
The Manhattan movement, yeah, exactly. Why does, when all these DR artists come to right here, to the Heights, why I never hear of none of these niggas there?
Shit, man. This is a sensitive topic, but
is that fair to say?
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. And I'm Dominican, so I can talk that shit. Dominicans have a crab in a barrel mentality. So you know, niggas ain't come from shit. They think like staying on the top and like helping somebody is gonna take away from them. No, nigga, that's gonna boost you. Together, we are strong. Let's unite as one and cut the fucking bullshit. You know, I'm not gonna really say niggas in New York, but niggas in DR got that crab in a barrel mentality. Porque el mismo Alfa era uno. A lot of niggas want to say, yeah, cause you know, he put on for Dominicans, but people don't remember that time that he was like, de aquí no va a sonar nadie, de aquí no va a sonar nadie. Like, that nigga was really on that bullshit, bro. He didn't want to put niggas from DR on. He was sucking them Ricans' dick. You know, shout out to the Puerto Ricans, man, but he was sucking them Ricans' dick. And not to mention, there's a whole bunch of shit off record I can't mention. That's why I dislike that nigga. I used to like this nigga till I found out who he really was. That shit made me dislike that nigga, like, period. Cause you know, let me take that back. I don't hate him because I don't hate nobody. I'm not a hater. I dislike that nigga. And once you in that ref zone, you can't get out of it. I don't like that, bro.
And you just took your people's side of the story.
Huh?
You just took your people's side of the story.
There's real facts. Oh, these are real facts. It's not my people's side of the story. My nigga, that nigga, and granted, I understand it's a business, but for that Que Fue record, that nigga did some snake shit and registered that song and left Tali out of that shit. Because Tali was uninformed at that time. That's how that beef came about.
Oh no,
that was really Tali's record, my nigga.
They haven't really done another song.
How are they gonna do another song?
I feel that's happened a lot with uptown artists. This guy Anuel and Lito Quirino. By the way, that shit was one of the hardest tracks.
Yeah, Coronamos,
yeah.
Fire.
Why haven't these guys ever collaborated ever again? If they're, you feel me?
I mean, shit, who knows, man? That I can't speak on, but I could definitely speak on that. I could definitely speak on that Alpha shit, and I can't defend shit like that. I can't defend like that's grime. That's some snake shit. Like, yo, bro, you can't be that greedy. And then niggas wanna talk about, yeah, cause he the GOAT, cause he got a bag, nigga, since when money fucking made you great. There's a lot of niggas out here with money and they snitching. They the GOAT too. Nigga, I'm old school, man. I go by the morals, man. And niggas that tell, I can't fuck with niggas like that. And that nigga told like a little bitch, bro. Okay, si algo me pasa, este hombre es responsable, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, I remember that shit.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't respect that. Bro, let me tell you something about this music shit. Let me tell y'all little fantasy niggas, because y'all don't know how this shit work. There's a whole world of fucking extortionists out here. You understand? And El Alpha's lucky that he's not in the black industry. That nigga would have been fooled. That nigga would have been fooled. And it's like, I don't think a lot of Dominicans realize they live like a fantasy world. Like, New York is grimy, nigga. This shit is grimy over here, my nigga. Ain't nothing sweet about this shit. There's niggas that's waiting for you to pop off to extort you. And if you don't got the manpower to te jodite, a lot of y'all niggas' favorite pop artists be getting extorted. I can't mention who, because, you know, I'm trying to keep it safe, but a lot of niggas, you know why Drake don't get extorted? Mira quién el vaquero de él, J Prince, nigga. You understand? If you know about that nigga, you know. Nadie puede tocar Drake. Yo, when this nigga Puffy punched Drake, he had to apologize, bro. If not, that nigga life is gonna be miserable, man. Real shit, my nigga. Like, you know, Google J Prince, man. Like, you know, a lot of niggas live fantasies out here. This is how this shit work. It's either you a wolf or you a sheep. You understand? And there's rules out here. I'm not the nigga making this shit up. It's just how the game is, yo.
No, yeah, I hear you, and believe me, I know.
Feel me? Yeah, I didn't mean to fuck up the vibes. I didn't mean to fuck up the vibes.
No, I mean, it's all good. Get your shit off, by all means, you know. So bringing it back a little bit, I just want to bring a little bit. So you would say you don't really have an answer to that question as far as like the artists playing here in Washington Heights, and none of like the artists that you just mentioned ever get invited.
It's ego.
Right?
It's ego shit. Niggas gotta put, like, you know, niggas gotta humble themselves, bro, and let that ego go. It's
you know
an
what
ego
it is
thing.
though too. I feel like New York niggas we just like a certain way too. So like
it's fear too.
It might be hard to like.
The thing is, it's fear because you know they know we got that sauce. Everybody got these swag from New York.
Because if you see like the DR guys, it's like they're all in the video. They're all there. They're all collaborating in songs or whatnot. You don't exactly see that up here. You can say like you see it to a certain extent, but
yeah, that's another thing. Like, yo, New York niggas don't like the New York niggas now. There's a lot of separation here, and that shit is whack. Cause yo, this is a New York thing. Yo, there's this new rapper. Check him out. Yo, that nigga trash. The nigga ain't even hear him. Yo, New York niggas is assholes by nature, bro.
Yo, he could be
yo,
the
that
best
nigga trash.
rapper ever. Yo.
Like, for real, yo, that nigga trash. Like,
G.
yo, come on, my nigga. This is why the Knicks don't win fucking chips. I'm a Knick fan. I'm a loyal Knick fan, but I hate Knick fans, bro. Yo, we have the most toxic fan base, bro.
Nah,
yo, you know what I mean? It's always a blame game. Yo, fire tips. Like, nigga, how about the fucking players step it up? Like, let's talk serious, nigga. We don't have a fucking elite team, bro.
Nah, New York Knicks fans, there's two types
delusional.
of fans. They're delusional fans and realistic
80%
You're
of fans are delusional.
Realistic fans. That's
no, I am. I'm not biased.
Yeah, that's all.
Because the thing is, a lot of Knicks fans is only Knicks fans. I'm a fan of the sport. So just because you a Knicks fan, and I ain't fucking with LeBron James right now because I ain't like what he did with my brother Kyrie, but you know what I mean? I still respect his greatness. He's still like, you know, the best player. That's you know, and a lot of Knicks fans don't like LeBron. I was like, that's stupid. The nigga's good at what he does.
Yeah.
What is there not to like about him? Like, that's just dumb. You're not a fan of the sport. You're just a diehard Knicks fan, and that's it. I'm a fan of the sport. I used to play ball when I was younger. Like, you know, New York City is the mecca of basketball. Everybody play ball here.
Yeah, it's fucking
at some point either you selling crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. You feel me?
That was
Rest in peace, Biggie.
Life.
Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls.
ARP, before I let you go,
talk to me, man.
What would be the song that you identify yourself with the most?
I don't know. It has to be
a
mood.
To pick one.
It's a mood. I can't. It's a mood. I have too many fucking tracks.
You don't have a favorite song?
No, I used to. Not no more. I'm constantly creating, so I don't give myself room for a favorite. I'm always trying to make the newest track my favorite track. But right now, at this moment, my favorite track is Yellow Top. Shout out to Don Roosevelt. Shout out to my niggas on Westside Boutique, 7 Block, Columbus Ave.
Yo, that Yellow Top track, that shit go hard.
I say, you know, there's a story behind that shit, man. I'll tell you, you know, off record, but there's a story behind that shit. So, you know, but I'm using it in a positive light. Everything I do is positive. I could be talking about some negative shit, but I'm doing it in a positive manner.
No, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
And that's what we want to keep doing, man. ARP, that's pretty much it, man.
I already shouted out everybody, so no shout outs.
You know, fucking Behind the Music 9 with ARP. Make sure you check it out. Go on his Instagram, subscribe. Make sure you guys support, man. And my man's nice.
And yo, likewise, make sure y'all support Dyckman podcast. It's my favorite podcast right now. Like, what the fuck y'all niggas do? Yo, let me get that drop, baby. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to send y'all a drop too.
Yeah, but please, by all means, look, I got 3 blanks.
I got you. I'm gonna fill one of them blanks in. You know what I mean? Ya tú sabes que lo good. Dyckman podcast in the building.
Yo, stop fucking playing with us.
Live from the MC.